Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Dorma KABA 062-510261-626. This is a hardware package. I have the contents removed so we can take a look at it. You're going to get a total of, and not every lock is not going to use all of these parts, but in the contents will be 6 of these machine screws that have a Torx drive. We'll have 3 spacers, 2 different spindles, a screw for the battery, the plastic battery housing, then a couple of springs. Now there is a link below this video to a typical E Plex 2000 series installation instructions, and we'll look at that in a moment. The description says that you get a spindle, a lever return spring, mounting screws, and the battery screw, but that doesn't explain the spacers and the extra parts. So let's switch to the screen view and take a look at the installation instructions. Okay, so this is the item that we are looking at, and here's the description of what's included. Your screws, your battery screw pack, a lever return spring, which I believe is it's a lever return spring. Number 6 is a spindle, but you've got these other parts. So there's a link below this video to the installation instructions, and let's take a look at that here. And generally what I find is you need to scroll through, and eventually you'll find some sort of an accounting of what is included. You do have a square spindle. You do have a Phillips screw, which I believe is this 632 for the battery pack. You have 3 mounting screws, 1224 by 1/8. Those are not included in this package. Phillips mounting screws. Yeah, there are 3 spacers. And I think what happens is this hardware package is going to include material for a multitude of different locks, and they'll use the same part number. But as you scroll through, you might say, well, where do these spacers go? Well, as you scroll through the catalog, you'll certainly sooner or later see a reference to the spacers. Okay, here they are. Spacers. So they're clearly being used with a mortise version of this lock, okay, to go underneath your escutcheon. You've got mounting screws that are here. That one spindle, we can tell that's going to be for the thumb turn. And we've got the square spindle for operating the hub via the trim. And that right there is going to account for most of what's in here. The only thing unaccounted for is a lever return spring and then your battery screw, which is shown here. Okay. So automatically you really get to see a lot of the parts that you ultimately, are trying to figure out why they're in the box. Okay. So here's another good view of it. This lever return spring is certainly L, part number L. Let's see if they define L for us. Yeah, I don't know where here it is, extension spring they call it. We've got F, we've got G, we've got S, we've got I, we've got L, we've got H, and the only item in here that I can't account for is this wider spiral spring that I don't see anywhere listed. So I don't know where it goes. It must fit into some model. It's possible it's in this bag by accident, but that's unusual, I would think. And because, again, they probably use this on a variety of different items, it's probably used somewhere else. Let's wrap up this video on camera, but before we do so, the link here to the manufacturer's page will allow you to review not only all of the KABA Access products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as several encyclopedic documents, manuals, price lists, things of that nature. Let's wrap up this video on camera. Let's take another look at the contents. Again, I don't know why there are 6 screws inside of here. They are 2-inch length. Okay, 2-inch length. Then we'll put those back in as we go along. The name KABA is synonymous with mechanical and electronic combination locks. They're 1000 series. That thumb turn spindle, that hub spindle, the activating trim spindle is here. That extension spring is here. The battery screw is here. That's Torx as well. Those 3 spacers. And that's the one spring that I'm not sure of. It's in the back. It's in the package, and I don't know why. It's obviously there for a reason. It's just at this time I'm not aware of where it goes. If you do have any questions on the Dorma KABA or KABA Access, whatever their name is now, it is Dorma KABA now. 062-510261 and a 626 finish, or any other KABA product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.